Hey Coach, this is Coach Simpson. Thank you for tuning in my YouTube channel. If this is your first time here, feel free to search around the channel. Got a lot of different things going from wing tee, shotgun offense, all the way to defense, all the way to head coaching materials. If you want in-depth material, you can always go over to my website, fbcoachsimpson.com. Try to have a lot of stuff there for different needs you may have. Wanted to talk today about the underfront versus wing tee. Okay, so I'm going to use, you could use under center wing tee. I'm going to use shotgun wing tee because I'm more comfortable with that. But a lot of defenses, this is kind of their answer, especially those forefront defenses, to trying to stop the buck sweep. For good reason, it causes a lot of problems. It's also how a lot of three front teams will end up lining up. They basically are getting into the old school 50 look. We treat the underfront and the 50 pretty much the same. Okay, so a couple things that we will do to attack it. First of all, we feel we have a big advantage in our offense because we have two guys out here and we can RPO read. Okay, because now if they're going to commit this 7-man, almost 8-man box, okay, they don't have a lot of other guys they can really do much with. Okay, because you've got 7, 8, 9. All they can do on the backside is essentially go man-to-man. So if you have any type of passing game, you have man-to-man on the backside, and you're also, your conflict player that we like the most in this is this young man right here. Because now they've asked a corner, or it could be a rolled-up safety, to play force on Buck. So if he sees Buck coming at him, he's got to come play force and play spill, or he's got to play flats. Okay, or he may be playing deep and playing some kind of man. Whatever it is, that's kind of where your shot passes are going to come. So if you want to take shot passes, that's probably where they're going to come. It's also where waggle could be a good play. A long way for these two kids to run. All right, but let's deal with the problems that this poses to wing tee offenses. First of all, the theory behind this is to get guys in your guards' hip pockets. It's a good theory. You know, that's a really tough block for a center to make if you're trying to run buck. Okay, it's a really tough block for a tackle to make if you're trying to run my version of belly or buck or whatever. It's really hard for them to make it. So a couple possible answers you can come up with. One for us is a lot of our RPO game. So we're going to do different games with these two players on how we're going to read them. So we can run steal, which we have different names for it now. We can basically arc release our tackle and block the 5 and read the 3. We can try to cut the 3 and read the 5, okay? But that's one thing you're going to have an answer for. Otherwise, that 3 technique is going to wreck your game because that's a very difficult block for any tackle to make. On the play side, of course, we can run different plays. We can run our version of belly, which is a little better play for this lineup. We can also, we're not going to abandon buck sweep because they're making it difficult. One adjustment we've started to make is to come all the way down through the basically rear end cheek of that player. So our guy will come all the way down, our strong tackle will, because there's nothing between them, all the way down and take that nice, clean, vicious shot on that nose as he works towards backside linebacker. So he'll go ahead and take that gallop step and smoke that one technique as he works on if we want to run buck. A couple other things you can do the underfront. The rest of the buck blocks are relatively simple because these two guys have to make a lot of the tackles, and if they're making it, then play action ought to be available. But a lot of the things we're going to start doing, and we've done in the past, is we've tried to formation to give this team problems. So any flavor of empty versus an underfront is going to be a problem because you can see they're man. So one of these guys, either that guy or if they're a 3-4 that guy is responsible for that guy. So if you take him and put him out, especially in a motion, somebody has to leave the box. Okay, somebody's going to leave the box, and now you're able to run your quarterback or run the ball to the quick side. Okay, so for example, let's say that this backer is responsible, so now he leaves. And now I basically have a 5-1 box, something along the lines of that. And I've kind of got my numbers a little bit better off to run. I can run counter in this, I can run my quarterback, and I've got one less guy to block to get where I want. I've lost my RPO read stuff, but you did gain one less player in the box. You can also get in this set and go slow motion and make this guy come with him if you want to play that way. So there's formations you can do. Trips is also a very good set against an under front, or you can balance up a lot of times to get them to move. So what I mean by that is, one of our sets that we like to run is yo, which just means tight end's going to go away from the strength. So let's say we're kind of getting an under front team that's giving us problems, so we're going to put our tight end here. Yo, we'll flop it. So now our wing is here, and our receiver is there as well. And now, 95% of the time, this under front's going to declare to what they consider to be the strength, which should be the tight end. So you'll get this look. If you can handle that block, your angles just got a whole lot better, especially with that corner being out of the box. It's a run buck. There's really not much to kick. Now they may roll a safety or roll a corner or do something different there, but you can see how you created the angles you wanted by getting in more of a balanced type look and running buck. I had a lot of spread guys that reached out to me and they want to run buck out of 20. Okay, that can be difficult. Okay, but it's a lot of times if you'll put the tight end away and get the defense to declare strength to the tight end, you can come back the other way. Probably not how the defense really wants to line up, but again, remember, if they've practiced for you being in a tight end wing surface all week, and now you've got this little wrinkle you can throw in, you didn't change the blocking scheme for anybody. It was nothing for your kids. It literally was, you line up over here on this play, and everyone else blocks the same. And now you can run the play you wanted to run anyway, and you have the numbers that you wanted to create just by using a formation, okay? The under front is becoming the kind of go-to to stopping the wing T. There's guys out there, if you're traditional wing T, I'd recommend like Roger Holmes, and those guys are, I consider kind of true gurus of the wing T. But if you're in the spread offense, which is kind of our flavor, the shotgun wing T, you're able to do so much more formationally, and because you have less guys in the backfield to clean that box up. If you guys haven't already, I've got a membership group going on over on fbcoachsimpson.com where I did about a 20-minute video describing how we use formations to run our belly. And last month I did the same thing on buck sweep. So if you want to go over there and join that membership group, that's available for you, or you just get a playbook if that's something more your flavor. All that stuff's over on my website. If you haven't done so, I'd appreciate it if you'd like this video, subscribe to this channel. I'm going to try to continue to put out free information for coaches that would like it. Thank you so much.